What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital, and yes, we are back for another Euro 2020 review. I've got the boys. Obviously, it's a bit of a different setup. We're in where are we in lockdown? Locked up. The government decided to shut it down.
Where the shops are open.
Look, we're
Checking your
actually in the
bags.
same room, just different corners of the room.
Hey, Rami.
Hey, watch it.
Hey,
Oh, fuck. There's $1,000 fine each, but we got Rami back again for the first time in about 16 years. And you got a haircut. How'd you manage that?
I did it myself, bro.
Oh, yeah, these ones in the mirror, yeah.
I did it myself. These
not
ones.
bad.
Not bad. Look like a pro. And once again, guys, joined by Seba for another review. This time it was the semi-final. Boys, two more teams are left in the tournament. Spain, England. Sorry, not Spain, England. Italy, England.
Spain, England.
Spain, England. Yeah, you're a bit delayed, mate. You should be in the corner.
Watch has been gone for 6 months.
But look, the first game, lads, that kicked it off. The first semi-final, Italy won, Spain won. Italy going through in a penalty shootout.
4-2 on penalties.
Yeah, and look, to be honest, maybe even Spain looked like the better team in this one, but Italy got the result. We'll go to Rami. What are you thinking about this one? Is that the result you thought was gonna happen, or you thought maybe Spain?
Look, Italy has looked quite strong during these Euros, man. So as a unit, they've looked like such a unit this World Cup, the Euros, sorry. The camaraderie in the team's awesome, man. With Spain, they were favourites going into this comp, I believe, which I don't know how, I don't know why. Yeah, maybe Spain was a bit of the better team. Obviously, they had more possession. They're a possession-based team. But I don't know, man. I feel like if you look at the whole tournament, I feel like Italy does deserve to be in the finals as a whole tournament. They've been such a unit. Obviously, they've come across, a key injury, but I think so did Spain anyway. This match, I think 1-1 going to penalties is what it deserved because both teams didn't deserve to lose in normal time. As mentioned, Spain had the ball more, they're attacking more, they had possession, but I guess Italy just brought it home. Overall, Italy does deserve to be in the final. Based on this match, I don't think any team deserved to get knocked out. Both teams were just as good as each other.
And Seba, we spoke about it before. Bro, Spain have been absolutely rubbish, like from the start of the tournament.
Yeah.
And
terrible.
and like you said, Rams, like Italy throughout the whole tournament, bro, they deserve to be where they are. And regardless, it doesn't matter how you win a semi. It's make sure you win. It's tournament football. So, Seb, what do you reckon? Do you think
actually had a perfect tournament?
Italy?
Probably the most impressive out of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were the most impressive team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. They didn't lose a game.
Talking about.
Yeah, go on.
We were talking on the last podcast about possession for the sake of it, and I guess this match shows, like having the ball, you got to be effective. It's not good enough just to have it. Does nothing for you. You got to go get the goals, and Italy's got the best defense in the tournament. Like as good as Spain played, it's just too big of an ask to go and beat them regardless. They probably played their best game of the tournament against Italy, but the right result I think happened.
Yeah, and we did say that like both teams throughout the tournament, especially Spain, held more of the possession. But two teams that hold possession, you thought maybe it was going to be a nil or even a draw. But look, Italy got the goal that they didn't deserve it, in my opinion. Spain were the better team, but they got the goal, but just couldn't hold on. We had Morata. Sebi said he wasn't going to score, but ended up getting a through ball and slotted in to make it 1-1.
Call it a little classic Spanish goal. It's a classic Spanish goal.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. And then look, I think in extra time, Italy maybe had the better of chances from what I remember. I think they got a goal disallowed. They scored a brilliant goal on a fucking tight angle, but they disallowed that. But rightfully so, I guess. But into penalties we go, boys. And
But you know what? Their goal, Chiesa's goal was awesome. It was just similar to Insigne's goal.
oh no,
in
that
the
yeah,
previous
that's
match.
yeah.
Very similar goal. Very similar. Absolutely worldy.
They scored a few
but-
worldies, eh? Italy.
How good
But you
back
know
here, eh?
what? How's this for stats though? Yeah, 71% possession to Spain, passes 908 to 387 Italy passes. Like you were talking about, Seb, possession for the sake of it.
But it's the same all tournament
That's how they
though.
play, man.
Same
how
thing
they
all
play.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And the problem with that is that now they don't have the strikers that they used to have when possession for the sake of it would turn into goals. So
yeah, your
they're
Costas
getting
and
up the field.
Torres and all that.
It's unfortunate
David
for
Villa,
Morata
David
waiting for
Villa,
it.
and yeah. I mean, who do they have now as a striker?
Yeah,
like
man.
they're relying on Morata. Like
Ferran Torres, like
yeah, but it's just not good enough,
Torres,
man.
another one.
honestly, I'm surprised that Spain. I'm surprised that Spain made it this far. Like even against Switzerland, they were poor. Against Croatia, they were poor. The group stages only Slovakia, well, they beat 5-1 or 5-0, which got them into second spot, I think. But other than that, bro, straight out, as much as I don't like Italy, they deserve it. And you know, they've been consistent. They, like everyone said, that in the group stage they haven't really versed anyone decent. They went knocked out Belgium. Then who they play after that? They versed Austria first. Who versed Austria? Italy versus Austria. Then they played Belgium. So it's like they played 4 games. It's like, who did you guys play? And then you knock out one of the favorites in Belgium. Like,
you know why that doesn't apply? It doesn't apply this. You haven't versed a big country rubbish because some of the smaller countries smack the bigger.
but on paper,
there's so many. On paper,
yeah, but that's what they'll say.
So many
They'll say,
upsets in these Euros.
but
So many
they'll
upsets.
still say like, England got the easy side of the draw. But when you got Sweden, when you got like Czech Republic and all that beating Holland, and you got Switzerland knocking out France, so it's like it doesn't matter. Like you're right, Rams. It doesn't matter who you got, but like in theory, when you look at the teams,
correct.
Italy,
They had easy teams.
yeah, Italy, and then when they versed Belgium, it was like, what can they do now? Belgium, like probably one of the favorites to maybe get to the final at least. And they done the job there. Then they went on to Spain, done the job again. So Italy onto the final. But the penalty shootout, man, some of the penalties that were taken then, it's like Spain.
Horrible.
But Spain have been bad in penalties all tournament.
Yeah, terrible.
Maybe not the last one against Switzerland, but like, yeah, bro, the penalties
They
were
caught up to
shocking. Yeah. And you know what's shit now? You know, like the whole goalkeeper has to stay on his line. You know, like, have you noticed they haven't been celebrating after the last save? Even in the Copa America, like some of the penalties, they save it and he's like, did I wait? It's a bit annoying, but
they're being less strict now. I think it has to be 1 foot on the line, not both and behind.
I think that's what it was. I think it was
now it's
one.
only 1 foot.
Or in the Premier League, it was only 1 foot. 1 foot has to be touching some bit of the line.
1 foot. That's right. That's the Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're really cracking onto it though. Like they're really like paying attention to detail.
It's killed it. It's the same thing with VAR. Yeah, you score a goal, you have to look over. If the linesman's flag's down, do you still celebrate? What's happening up there in the cameras?
Yeah, but I think
annoying, man.
I think the VAR and the referees have been good this tournament. Like we haven't really.
But you know what? Again, it's a bit of picking and choosing, but we won't dive into that. There's some moments where you're like, you should have pulled that up.
Yeah, but then it's not.
In the
it's
next
not.
game, we'll talk about
It's not clear and it's not like very clear and obvious way. It's like it could go both ways and everyone will be okay with it. It's not major fucking like big decisions that they got wrong, like we've seen in the Premier League all year. Just every week we're talking about VAR decisions or referee decisions. But yeah, look, guys, that's Italy, deserving winners, and they deserve to be in the final.
Like you said about the penalties, really quickly, Borche, it's just crazy that. You know, Italy's first penalty got saved, and then Spain have an advantage to do something, and then he skies it above the crossbar. And I'm like, are you serious? In Euros, to put your country in the finals, you go and do that? Like, it's just
the pressure.
It's just horrible, man.
I think they missed the first one, didn't they? Spain missed the first one, then Italy missed.
Yeah. No, didn't Italy miss?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. They had the advantage.
Oh yeah,
They had
yeah.
the advantage.
Yeah. And then
They had the advantage.
blasted it over, and then
Imagine
Morata.
like you just watched the other team miss the first penalty. and then you're like, all right, this is easy. We're gonna cruise now. Just get slotted away, and he skies it. That's
And then
He
and then
scores it,
yeah,
and the fans are celebrating, and then they're doing these ones. Like it's just yeah.
and then Morata shanks. Oh, it's not shanks it, but like easy, worst pen, and he's the one that got him there, got the equalizer. But yeah, look, Italy go on into the final. I think that's the first time in a while, man. Italy has since the last time Spain beat him in the Euros. Was it the Euros or the World Cup final? Euros, I think it was. 4-0, they beat him in the
Euros.
final.
in the semis. I think it was the semis of the Euros.
No, but they beat him in the final 4-0 once.
Yeah,
I think that was for the Euro,
finals, right.
maybe for
It
the
was
Euro.
in the Euros.
The 4-0
Yeah, it
game.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but the next game, the home nation, if you want to call them, England versus Denmark. And told you, football's coming home. I said it in the round of 16 after the Germany game. It's done and dusted. It's still done and dusted. I think there will be Italy, but look, it wasn't easy. I mean, I think they dominated the game, but Denmark made it a little bit hard when they banged in a nice free kick.
Right, Denmark have been impressive these whole Euros. They look like such a unit. They're so hungry. They're so quick in counter attack. They're aggressive. Like they're such units, eh? The size of these players are massive. They're all basketballers.
Well, that's why you saw in the corners, they all went around the keeper. Like for the corners, they're just towering, and it's like it made it hard for them to defend.
But even England's free kick, you're looking at Sterling lining up this free kick. He's got to take over all these walls, and the guy just headbutts it away. It's he's too big. Just get out of here.
Casual.
That's like denied, It's just denied.
But look, the questions at the start of the game was, what happens when England go behind? Because up to this point, they didn't concede a goal all tournament.
Not one.
And that was the question. If they go behind, what then? What plan does England have? And to come back into this game, and I said we touched on it on the last video that there's still question marks over England in different situations, and I think you can see from Southgate, and you can see the reaction from Harry Kane after straight away. As soon as that free kick is in, he's telling the players, "Keep your head, stay calm." Southgate,
stay calm.
Southgate was even telling the players like a few minutes after that goal, he's like calm down. Like you guys are rushing. Everything you're doing, you're rushing it. Just keep it calm, and the goal will come. And the goals will come. Yeah, they got to.
That's awesome leadership by Harry Kane. Considering they're such a young team, they do need someone to keep them in place. And when things get rough, he did exactly what he should have done.
And it's funny because he didn't start these Euros very well. He was quite disappointing the first game or two. Like they were looking for him because Harry Maguire's out from injury in the start. So who do you look for leadership? You look for Kane. All right. So Kane wasn't performing the first few matches, and then he really found the second, third, fourth gear, and he's been amazing these last few games. He's been spectacular.
Yeah, man. What more can you say? England came back. I know it was an own goal, but I think if he doesn't touch it, I think Sterling gets a tap in anyways. So the reaction was good from England, and they kept calm the whole game. Kept it calm. Harry Maguire, John Stones, Kyle Walker, big shout! What a game! Like how many times did he save him just with his speed? Like that over the top balls from Denmark, and you see Kyle Walker just get there. And I
think even Phillips. I think Phillips had a great Euros as well for England.
So far, he's done well. So, but yeah, you got that Manchester United, Manchester City backline: Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw. They've been solid.
Brilliant.
They've been solid in the tournament, and but yeah, man, a second half. Now there's a lot of questions. In the second half, the Harry Kane incident, where a lot of people are saying that should have been a penalty that wasn't given. And he gave the free kick because he's kicked him or something. But even that was soft. So if he's giving that, there shouldn't be any complaints for the penalty they got in extra time. What's your opinion on that one? The Sterling into the box, and I know there was an extra ball on the field. Maybe the game should have been stopped before that, but it goes on. Sterling goes down, and England win a pen. So, but you're smiling there. What's going on? You're going to sign petitions like the French supporters.
It's a shame that there's a little bit of, for me, controversy. Like England deserve to be there, but Denmark will feel hard done by. Like even just the actual decision. Like we've been talking about how good the VAR is. But they really should have stepped in this time, not just let the ref kind of call it as he sees it. You know what I mean? Like there's two things there that
Yeah, but the VAR did step in. It was checked.
Review it? I thought they didn't review it.
No, they did. Yeah, it was viewed, and like, but like you look at there is contact when a player is going that quick past you, there is contact. You watch every.
I didn't even know they reviewed it. I was like,
yeah, no, they did. They waited.
Maybe they should have just told the ref to check it. The ref should have gone to watch the video, I reckon.
I think for a game that's this big, Euro semi-finals, it's your spot to make it into the finals. You should be checking that.
Yeah, but at the same time, the referees made the call. I think the reason why he doesn't overturn the Harry Kane one in the second half is he's already made a decision, and is it clear and obvious for him to overturn? No, it's not. Same as this one, he gives it. That's the thing. You can. Yeah, but that's why the VAR's there for. Unless it's like that red card incident that we've seen with Sweden where the foot was high, they go tell him to check and let the ref make a decision. But you look at most of the angles, they touch Sterling twice. There's one on one side and one on the hip. And when you're going at that speed, any sort of touch, you're going down. So it's a foul.
Well, look, you know what I reckon, honestly, if this was in the Premier League, that'll get overturned as no penalty, if you ask my opinion.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Only because it was, they would have checked it overdone. You know how the Premier League is. They look at it a million times, they kill your life, and then they take it away. And also, Sterling in the Premier League has a reputation of falling very easily. But if you want to talk about the Euros as a whole...
Goal, did you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
See the first goal? He dived for that one too, but then it went.
Yeah, I know. But if you look at the Euros as a whole, VAR was pretty consistent these Euros. So I think it was a fair call. I think I'm glad they gave it, and we got the final that we wanted. I think England.
Well, Harry Kane missed the penalty anyway, so justice was served. But then you got he's got the tap in. So look, these things happen, man. These things happen, like little microscopic calls like that. You know, at the end of the day, it's like, I didn't see Denmark getting another goal. I mean, they were never threatening from open play at all. It was just a free kick. Correct. There was never a time Dolberg had a shot and it's from outside the box straight to Pickford. So there was never a time when you're looking and you're like, shit, England are in trouble here. Yeah, maybe they had a 15-minute spell in the first half where they got their goal, but there was nothing really where you're gonna say, fuck, Denmark are really coming strong here. They might get a goal. I didn't think England were really under threat, bro, to be honest. And a decision like that, like, bro, we've seen, let's not bring up 2006 Italy against Australia. I know there was no VAR and all that anything there, but like, these calls happen. England against Germany, Lampard's goal is almost touching the back of the net.
2 meters in. 2 meters
but there's no goal line technology. So England in the past, I think they lost more. England that game, but like 4-2, 4-1, yeah, 4-1,
4-1,
yeah.
4-1.
I thought you said 2-1.
That goal would have been 2-1 England's way. And they ended up losing 4-1.
Yeah.
So you're right. You know what? No matter what, if it's 2020,
Maradona's hand of God. England have copped it. So a little thing like that where Sterling does get, in my opinion, there is contact. Who gives a shit?
Oh, look, there was contact. He went down. He got the penalty. End of story. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. I know. Then we hate him. But you know what, Borcha, what you were saying just then, it's true. Whether or not there's VAR or not, if you're talking about Maradona back in the days or 2006 when England got disallowed the goal, this is going to go down in the history books, whether it's 20 years from now or 5 years from now. So it doesn't matter. There's been hard done decisions. Yeah. Even if it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah.
Hood, that's it. Football's coming home, mate. No one wants to hear it, but unfortunately it is. But
before you go on, Borcha, to the finals and our predictions. How do you feel that Southgate's been with team selection? Do you reckon he's gotten it right? Do you question
the final?
Of stuff he does?
Every game, I question the lineup against Germany. I looked at him like, for fuck's sake, how is England meant to win with this squad that he picked? But it's worked. The rotation of players that he has, it's just worked out because like he's keeping everyone hungry. He's like Foden played the first 2 games. We didn't see him till the semi-final, but then you got players like Saka doing the job. And then you got other players like Rashford had a little cameo. We didn't see Sancho. He only played 6 minutes before the game against Ukraine when he started. But they're all doing the job. He's put in Jack Grealish and he's taking him off after 37 minutes because we need to win the game. It's not about who gets game time here. We're not under 10s where everyone has to have a fair go. It's about winning the tournament. And if Jack Grealish has to come off because he needs to put in Henderson or he needs to make some defensive changes, like Trippier came on and I think Henderson as well came on. We know Henderson's probably one of the best at ball retention. He's just going to keep the ball. And it's worked. So no matter how much criticism you give him, he's done the job. And you can't, and at the end of the day, it's like, oh, England, like I said at the start, England got the lucky side of the draw. I guess it's not their fault. They came first in their group. They did what they had to do. It's not England's fault that Czech Republic beat the Netherlands. It's not England's fault that Spain didn't top their group and it was Sweden that ended up on England's side. It's not their fault. You can only play what's in front of you. Then before even the Euro started, if England top the group, they're going to verse someone from the group of death, France, Portugal, Germany. England are out. And what happened? England knock out Germany and then it's like, but Germany were poor. There's always an excuse when it comes to England. The way Southgate,
Man United.
yeah, but the way Southgate has used these players so far, I think you can't. What can you say? They're in the final. There's nothing you can say to be like.
It would be a treat to be able to manage England. The amount of just choices you have, you're spoiled. Honestly, it's so spoiled.
Well, that's why he was saying. He was even saying that after every game, he goes straight to the players that didn't play. And has a chat with them because look at the plays that he has and the plays that he left out, and maybe through injuries or whatever. But look at the players that England have. So, go on, Seb.
He saw the bigger picture from the beginning. Every game that was played, there was uproar. This guy's not playing, that guy's not playing. But he just knew something that everyone else didn't, to be honest. And he's actually showed maturity in his management in this tournament. Like, Southgate is not a great manager, normally. Like, he's not done anything for club.
He's got Middlesbrough relegated.
I think it might be exactly. But so he knows what to do with these boys, and not the stars are playing. It's not about that, like you said. It's a collective effort.
Well, I think he had the under 21s. He had the under
such a cracker team.
Yeah, he had the under 21s when Sam Allardyce was in charge, and then when they sacked him because of corruption. Yeah, he already knew all these players. From back then, he already worked with some of these players, so he kind of knows them. So you can't really complain, bro. Honestly, I mean, you got to question the lineups, but then it's worked out, so you can't really say anything. But boys,
I haven't. I mean, obviously, there's been lineups where I'm like, what? How the hell is this the lineup?
Yeah, because I think we want to see like the big names play. We want to see your Grealish start. We want to see maybe a Rashford come on or Sancho come on because. We want to see these players. But then the first game when I remember Seb, I was messaging you like, bro, I think Trippier's gonna start left back, but he's got Luke Shaw and Chilwell. Like what the fuck is that? Like already against Croatia, you're doing these changes, but and it worked out. They ended up winning. So there we go. But boys,
that's right.
we'll get onto our predictions for the final of the Euro 2020/21, whatever you guys want to call it. England and I was gonna say Spain again. Italy.
You keep saying Spain.
I don't know. Yeah. But what are we thinking, boys? How do we think this game's gonna go? Who's gonna be the winner? Who's gonna be the champion? Seb.
Football's coming home, Borche. Football's coming home.
What about you, Seb? You're gonna get that pizza with the extra pineapple.
Italy 2-1.
Italy 2-1. It's not a bad shout, to be honest, but I can't see.
I reckon 1-1, bro. I reckon 1-1, and then England score in the second half of extra time.
Again. Oh, no, not again.
2-1.
You know what? Like, when I look at this game, like, the only time I can see, like, bro, like, no one has broke down England. No one has, like, the midfield has been so solid. There hasn't been any play that's broken, like have gone through the center of the midfield and the other team has got a chance. We haven't seen that in this tournament. And with Italy, the only way I think they're going to score is with a spectacular goal, which they've done all tournament. And catching Pickford off guard, bending it from these tight angles like they've done all tournament, that's the only way I think Italy will score, because I don't think, even if they keep possession and try past to Jorginho and Verratti and all that, I just think that midfield, and then your Stones and your Harry Maguire's been killing it too, but that partnership will be very hard to break down. We talk about Italy's defense and how good they've been with all their players, but like still like the creativity that you can bring on with Sancho, Rashford, you need to get players in behind. You put the fast players on Sterling, rapid again. You get, and like Chiellini and all that, these guys are like they're getting to that age where they probably don't have the legs, and they might stick out a leg. They might have to pull a shirt. They might.
About that specifically though, that's going to be England's key thing, is using the speed, using the wide players. Like all their players are pretty quick.
Yeah.
So what I see happening, to be honest, is Italy's Italy's structure. They're going to be ready for that, and England will commit too many players forward, and that's when they get them.
But they haven't though, because you look at the Denmark game. The thing that I was losing it about was you have like just say someone whoever was down the wing, was a Foden or would it be Sterling. And then you look into the box, it's Harry Kane and 5 Danish players. Where's the numbers committed forward? It wasn't happening. So maybe England will set up the same way. Let's not commit because we might get caught out. They haven't got the only time they've been caught out is when Sterling passed to Muller and he missed that 1-on-1 chance. But it wasn't like Germany.
Wow.
It wasn't like Germany like was a magic play. Yeah, but like that's the only thing. And the other thing as well for me is the goalkeepers. Donnarumma is a great keeper, and he can pull off miracle saves. That's one thing.
Pickford's not at that level.
That's what I mean. So when it comes to saves, big saves, I think Italy, bro, it's gonna be hard for England to score.
You know what? I feel like Italy rely on their attacking pace up front. You know, Insigne, Chiesa, like they're really fast players. They haven't come across defenders like Walker and Shaw that have absolutely a massive amount of pace.
Yeah, bro, that's the thing.
I can't see any winger that's faster than Walker, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's like 19.
Insigne, I don't think Insigne is faster than him. To top it off, don't get me wrong, I know people talk rubbish like, oh, Italy haven't versed any hard teams, blah, 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 and then they knock out Belgium. It's not about that for me. But you know what? I don't think Italian defense has had a striker to deal with like Harry Kane. I think that's a huge one for me as well. There hasn't been a forward that Italy have to deal with like Harry Kane. And I think that's going to be the killer that's going to kill him as well, is the likes of Harry Kane and Sterling and all these guns just running at him up high. And then behind them, they've got this midfield that the battle of the midfield is very important, as we know. And then a back line that's conceded 1 goal all tournament. That's just ridiculous.
And not from open play as well. They haven't conceded from open play.
It wasn't open play. Exactly right.
That's another thing
but
as well.
I'm very much, I like what you said, Borcha, like Chiellini, that's old. They might stick a leg out, give a foul away, penalty, free kick. You don't know. They can't keep up with the players like Sterling.
Yeah, but that's another thing as well. That could happen. But like we spoke about it last video, Seb, Italy haven't been that aggressive team like we always see. You know when they had like the Gattuso days where
but
they're
there's a reason why they haven't qualified for tournaments.
Yeah.
Now they're in the final of one. They've changed, man.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They haven't been that aggressive, so they're probably a bit smarter than. All right, let's get more players.
Exactly.
I like that they pulled away from the aggressive football. I like it, man.
They still got the dark arts. That's one thing that Italy have, the dark arts. So you might. They might get it. They might return the favor and do one of 06 as well.
We haven't spoken about it. I think Italy have the best manager out of all the countries in the comp. If you ask my opinion as well.
Yeah,
he's proven himself in the past. You know, with Man City, you've seen what he's done at Man City, and he's doing the same thing here, bro. He's got the team as a unit. You've got leadership at the back still. You've got an excellent goalkeeper. You've got fast attackers. This is going to be an awesome final. I'm so glad this is the final. I'm so happy this is the final.
Yeah, it's the perfect final, man. Because like, that England are showing, from the fans to the players to the management, it's really coming through. And the same can be said about Italy. They're really up for it and for their country. And like, bro, like we couldn't have asked for a better final. This was how it had to play out.
Thank God it wasn't. Thank God it wasn't France and Belgium.
Yeah, hey, Ryan, I don't know if you watched the last video. But remember in the World Cup, we had the Croatia and France banner up, and that was the final. And this year we had the only 2 flags in the room, whether it's the final again. That's nuts.
No
eh?
way. You should have done the octopus that selects the winner.
And like Seb, you know, like all right, we got the Macedonian flag here, and Seba, you're like, yeah,
No,
they're the
we
first to
can't
get knocked. They were the first to get knocked out, and then the last two. Remember, Rami, we also had the Germany banner, and the Germany banner fell, and they got knocked out in the group stage.
While we were-
That-
we should start. You know what we should start doing? We should start for
Bro.
the World Cup next time. We should look at the flags behind us and put $100 on it.
yeah. And how funny was that? France, Croatia final, and then we had now England, Italy. The flags are here from the start. But yeah,
But
look.
you know what? Thank God we don't have France and Belgium in the final, and everyone predicted all these countries were going to kill it, and then boom, England, Italy. I love that. That's
It's
an
a
awesome
nice-
final.
it's a
man.
nice final.
I wouldn't have changed the two teams in the final right now.
Yeah,
I would
it's
not.
good. Someone a bit different. I mean, we can talk about France, but they're like, when you got too many
Nah.
egos playing for themselves, like you saw.
Bro, they never
Yeah.
showed up.
Well, you even saw no one after the penalty. After
Mbappe looked like he was
yeah,
nothing, man.
but
Like,
no one went up to him after the pen. After he missed the pen, no one went up to him. So there's something wrong there. But look, deserved final from both teams. My prediction. Ooh, it's a hard one, eh? It's a hard prediction, but I think it might be a lot of goals. I'm gonna go 3-2 England.
Ooh.
3-2.
Ooh,
I know,
goals.
and we haven't like the two teams that haven't conceded. They only conceded like 1-2 goals each. But I think they might be open. But then England are at home. I think there might be a packed stadium. So I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Even if that's the case, it might be 0 all the way straight.
Could
to
be.
penalties. I hope not.
And then like no one scores a pen. Not even the penalties. Everyone just keeps missing.
We're there for an hour.
But then
it's still 0 all.
But like honestly, the only thing I can see is like.
Fucking penalty.
If Pickford, bro, I'm just worried about Pickford. If he makes one of his blunders, bro, some howler from Pickford. Because every time he throws the ball out straight to the other team, he kicks it out for a 40-20. And everyone's just packing a scrum. Like, fuck, bro. Like, that's the only worry. But let's go something a bit crazy, a bit wild. 3-2, man. 3-2 England. Football is coming home. Already said, names on the trophy. It's already engraved. But, and then, over to next year when they win the World Cup as well.
I'm sticking to 1-1. I'm sticking to 1-1, and then Harry Kane to score in the second half of extra time, 2-1. That's what I reckon.
Seb is going for Italy. Of course he is. He can't hack it.
2-1 in extra time.
Because Uruguayans and Italians are the same, mate. You're the same. From the same loaf of bread.
Come on, man.
Elephant line, same.
Elephant lion, same. But there you go, guys. We'll wrap it up there. That is our predictions for the final. We'll do another video on Monday. Record another one on Monday. Finally have our winner. Obviously, we already know it's England. But we'll just confirm it on that day, yeah? But, boys, thanks for joining. I know it's a little bit different today. But
Stay safe, boys. Stay safe.
yeah, don't go outside, mate. Check in your bags if you're actually buying groceries. And stop getting haircuts from me.
Cops are at Kmart checking if you bought essential goods in your groceries.
Yeah.
What a joke.
But yeah, guys, once again, like always, like, share, subscribe, leave your comments. Let us know what you think the result's going to be for the final. Rami, Seba, once again, thanks for joining, and we'll catch you on the next one.